It's cram time. Okay, so this is one of my older lists again. I'm going back and playing older lists or trying new things with them. And this is Live, Lesson, Learn. I was a huge proponent of cram sessions when it first came out. I was using it in Niv to Light, Niv Mizzet Explorer lists before we got Bring to Light added to the client. And in the recent sets, obviously, we had Avatar giving us huge new amounts of lessons, and although we got no new learn in the Strixhaven set, we got some new fun additions. So this, as you can see here, is a Niv to Light list. That is Niv, Bring to Light. We're running Edgar as our 4-drop, Supreme Verdict, Wandering Mind, Valky, Caryatid, Standard Removals, our Cram Session, and our Biotech. The cool thing you'll see here is the entire sideboard is nothing but lessons. So basically, it's cram time. We've got to pass a test. Let's see if we can literally cram a test with this with literally no sideboard. So we got 5 targets as we do in these videos for free games. Let's see what they are. Well, of course, number 1, we've got to win one of the games in a match. Target 2, as always, win a match. Going to be a bit more restricted here, obviously. Technically, both of these are caveated with win a match with no sideboard. But let's look at our more specific ones. So, these are the Mythic Cycle of lessons from Secrets of Strixhaven. We're not running the green one, you'll see why. But basically, each of these have the ability of Paradigm, where if we cast it at the beginning of each upkeep, we can cast it at the beginning of our upkeep every turn, we can cast them again. So you think, oh, that's pretty powerful, but let's see what these abilities are. Well, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, make a token of a creature an opponent make a token of a topic creature, return a non-land permanent, or cascade until you hit 4 or more mana value and you can cast them for free. So, this is our 3rd target. We have to get Paradigm online. And I'm going to be generous here and say that our Paradigm target is we should get at least 1 Paradigm active. I think that's going to be easier than I think it will, because I will obviously Decorum Dissertation is going to be great. So to be a bit fairer, this one is going to be, can we get 2 Paradigm spells running simultaneously? And you might think that's, but here, I Cascade and Draw, Token and Reanimator, we could have a ton of ones. The green card is put counters on creatures, which isn't relevant for our deck, but that's fair. Target 4 is we have to have nothing in our sideboard but lessons. So this is pretty already fulfilled from this. However, I'm going to say this. I will have to learn in every match. So if I have not learnt in each game, then I have failed. So we're going to see how often we can learn. And our final target is a nostalgia goal for me. I want to resolve Edgar the Charmed Groom. I think he's a really fun card, and I have huge fun, pleasant memories playing with him. But yeah, let's take this into a best of 3 casual pioneer and see if we can hit how many goals we can hit. Okay, the tick list is ready. Can we hit our 5 targets with our lesson deck in casual? So, just to recap, we are up against someone who has a Yorion companion, so this could be the... Well, it'd be interesting to run into the mirror when we're not running the optimal or even our rank deck. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so Caryatid on 2. Vanishing Verse takes out the Cornucopia. Second Caryatid comes down. I like that. Another Cornucopia, and there's a Beanstalk. Yep, this does seem like the optimal Niv list. Well, you know what we got to do. Reload. There's a Cram Session, so we could go for the Learn. I think we drop the Helix here. It's probably the least impactful. They have 5 mana, so what are they going to go for with their option here? They probably have their Bring to Light. Oh no, Maelstrom Pulse takes out the Niv. Okay, that's fair. Let's learn. I think we grab the Containment Breach because we need to take out the Beanstalk. So, match 1, we hit our target 4. We learnt. We got to hit 3 of them. Technically, well, we said every match, so best of 3. So, let's... Oh, there's a Tulsameus. This feels like a Niftalite deck. There's more learn. Alright, let's play my boy Edgar. So, we've already achieved the Edgar target. That's just me being so nostalgic just for Edgar. Oh, there's the Bring to Light. So, in this scenario, I think their best bet is to grab a Tybalt or Niv. No, Niv is probably better here. Oh, actually, because they know that... Yeah, they go for Tybalt. This makes sense, because they don't know about the Helix in hand. So they hit a Caryatid land and choose not to play it. Okay. Well, Helix Tulsamere. Tyrant Scorn, the Legendary Wolf token. Move to combat. We'll do combat first because we want to... There you go. Edgar, put him down to 3. Okay, Bring to Light. We are going to have to kill that Tybalt because that's going to get more and more value. So let's just use the Helix here. Make sure he's gone. Opponent is on 1 card in hand, so I'm okay with leaning on our Wandering Mind to get out of here. Okay, there's a Caryatid. I feel like, yeah, they buy Yorion. Pass back. Alright, so, Cram Session. We have enough here to do one of the Discorums. Yep. So let's, yep, that's target 3 for the first match done. We have a Disruptum Discorum done now. Edgar's going to get in for a bit of damage. We have now we have draw 3 cards every upkeep. Oh, they concede to it. So that's target 1. We won a game. So we've already ticked target 5 and target 1. Now we need to Discorum in... Well, Discorum, we only got 1 Discorum, so we're not going to count that. We need to get at least 2 because it was seeing going. We learnt in the first match, so now we just have to try and win this whole match. Okay, I feel that we should go into... Oh, Biotech was a mistake there. I should have played the Caryatid first. There's a Cornucopia. Yeah, we don't have access to black now. And there's a Fortsies to take the Vanishing Verse. Yep. Oh, this one's slipping away roughly. Should have shocked... No, couldn't have shocked that in because the Caryatid's still summoning sick. Okay, that was actually fair play. Fair play. Professor Dillian Fay. God, I still need to play this card. Destroys my poor innocent Caryatid. Alright, let's run out Niv.
Reload.
Well, there's more learn. We have not learnt this game, but we did it for the match first. There's the Maelstrom Pulse. Oh. Okay. Plus Dillian Fay. Oh, they grab the... I'm trying to figure out what's the best play here. Right, let's see what the Wandering Mind finds. Finds a Helix, which does put Dillian Fay down. However, they can boost him back here. Our hand is not looking good against a fellow Niv to Light deck. Vanishing Verse being our only hard removal is going to be awkward. They draw. Bring to Light. Uh-oh, right. Tybalt or Niv. No, it's an Omnath. Alright, so they probably have a fetch land here. Yep, that'll let them play a Yorion this turn, blink their entire board, draw more cards. Yeah, I feel this one has slipped away from us because Dillian gets reset. Yeah, I think this one's unsalvageable. Let's go to game 3. We couldn't get through to kill Dillian. We hadn't drawn any of our hard removal, and if he gets that ultimate off with an Omnath on the field, then it's game. That's a mulligan. Okay, 2 Cram Sessions. I think we put away one of the Cram Sessions here. Having access to potentially a Vanishing Verse would be pretty good. Alright, we're going to have to probably learn here for the Environmental Science. Probably should have got the Shared Roots here. Would have helped out better. Oh, we drew a land anyway. So, I'm going to play the Wandering Mind. Find the Bring to Light. Opponent. Land. Okay. Let's use the environmental science. They're probably holding up a counter spell here, so let's just get in, do damage. They're down to 18. There's a Caryatid. There's our own Caryatid. I think we just go here for the Bring to Light. I feel our best bet maybe is to go... Yeah, we should just reload here. Bait out their interaction.
Reload.
They don't have blue ups, that's why I went. Oh, that's rough. They have a Leyline Binding. They do not know about a Vanishing Verse, which is perfect. So, Wandering Mind hits them down to 16. Got a bit of a think here. Think. What you thinking about? They clearly have Bring to Light. They're just trying to figure out what's the best option to use it on here. Oh no, they have Supreme. Okay. Right, with that in mind, I'm going to Vanishing Verse to get a second reload.
Reload.
There's another cram session, so... I think we run out of biotech and hold up a Tyrant Scorn, because if they go for a board wipe here, I can bounce my Niv in self-defense. What I was saying, like I'm committing a crime. Tyrant Scorn second ability bounces creatures. So yep, let's do it. Let's bounce Niv to keep him safe. Nice. We can bank a reload for later. I think we will go for a Tybalt here now, because we've kind of grinded a bit more advantage. So let's go Tybalt. Let's plus. I have another Leyline Binding. I'm okay with that. Let's see what we hit off the Tybalt. 2 land. Alright, let's cram session here. I think we should grab the disrupt. Yeah, we just grab the card advantage right now. There's another Bring to Light for them. Is this now for their Niv? Nope, they go for their Valky. Oh, we need to draw a Molten Collapse. Oh, they grab a Niv off the top. Alright, so we're going to have to... Wandering Mind. We did not draw it. Damn it. Alright, we got to run out the Niv.
Reload.
We got to put the pressure on. And we still didn't draw the... Disruptum. So let's discard 3 cards here. We've got bait out interaction to maybe buy some time. Hope that the Niv. Alright, they plus again. Cornucopia. They'll probably want that down for life gain. There's a pulse to take out our Niv. And now they play the Cornucopia. Fort sees us. The Discor... Oh, they took the Helix? Dude, the Discorum is so much worse. I'm going to take Boomerang Basics here. Bounce your Tybalts. So we've learned in this game as well. Then we'll play the Disrupt Discorum and show them that that was a mistake. They should have took that. Now every turn we're going to draw 3 cards. Like, I feel like that was a mistake on your part. Alright, there's our Niv that they're casting. And no, we don't play a reload for the opponent. Okay. Cast on ourselves again. Draw 2 more cards. Wandering Mind. Finds us Cram Session. There was a Molten Collapse there, but I think it's better if we just... sit back on it here. Let's Molten Collapse, kill our Niv, so we can still get through for damage. Okay, move to combat. They Helix in response to gain 5 life. I think I'm going to get our Tybalt here and do a hand check on them. Yep, we just take their Tybalt under our own. He won't survive because of the Vanishing Verse, but... we could still force them to use their interaction here. There's Vanishing Verse. Gets back there, Tybalt. Pass back. Oh, we don't have red for the helixes. Just me checking what's left in our deck. Alright, they go for a 5-color Bring to Light. This probably will be their Niv now. Yep, there's their Niv. They get an Abrupt Decay. This is one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of the more monocolored list. Niv only hitting 1 card consistently, or 2, is rough. Like, 2 cards should feel like the lowest hit possible. Okay, we got more red now. Alright, Disrupt Decorum, draw 2 more cards. We are running away with the card advantage here. So it's Cram Session, grab the Seminar, and that's it. That is target free. We have 2 Paradigm spells active at the same time. Return Niv.
Reload.
Get our boy Edgar down. Alright, so I'm going to start with a Caryatid and pass back, because now if we trade Nivs it's fine, because we have a spell every turn that reanimates a creature. Reanimates a permanent, sorry. So let's discard these lands. We've got enough land here. This match went on for so long. It was such a fun grind fest. Really enjoyed this game. Opponents considering their options. Probably goes for a Yorion Blink here. Yep, there's the Yorion Blink, so draw cards. Blinks everything. Gets another Niv reload. They find a Lightning Helix and a Bring to Light. Discard down. Okay, so Paradigm Seminar. Let's get back a Biotech here, because we can do some major damage here. Alright, I will not cast the spell because we're down to like 14 cards in the whole deck. I'm going to Molten Collapse, kill their Niv. We have 18 damage with the Biotechs here. So just for flavor purposes, I just want to say how fun this is. We basically crammed, we took a bunch of Seminars, and then we killed them with Science. Oh well, we took them close to dead with Science, sorry. Right, so we do not have enough to do all of this. So they have to use their Lightning Helix now to survive. Yep. So in response, I'm going to crack this Biotech, even though there's no targets left. So that's 6 damage per lander token. So this is like super lightning bolt. Yes, baby, science. Or whatever the meme is. I think it's magnets. Alright, they go up to 7, back down to 4. Alright, our opponent does some good hoop jumping here. So they are dead to current board state. They know that we have Paradigm spells active, so they can't let us reanimate. So they go for Bring to Light. All 5 colors. Unfortunately, this is where they fall down. So, they know we have 1 Helix in hand. They know 1 card in our hand. They know we have a card not in our current hand. So they grab the Clarion, clear the board, cast the Northwind Avatar to grab from their sideboard. They play the Rest in Peace, which taps them out. However, now we literally have double Helix kill them. And we can also Decorum Disruption, make them lose 2 life. So double Helix here wins the game. And that was fun. That was a grind. But we did it. Cram game 2. We are looking for... Well, we've won a match and won a game. We also successfully cast 2 active Paradigm spells. So we've just got to, for the consistency of a full wipeout here, keep learning. So we have to learn in this game and learn in our next match, and we'll have a full run. Caryatid comes down. Our opponent is playing a 120 card deck, which is very weird. I don't realize it until you see me check it in a moment. Because I look at see the Saturn Gorger, and I'm like, oh wait, 119 cards. Now, I don't know if this is the a challenge people do or something, but it's crazy to me. However, I'm not going to disrespect here. I'm going to go full into a reload.
Reload.
Grab a full spread of 5 cards. I got to discard 2, so I'm going to get rid of the additional Bring to Light on one of these lands. Broken Wings, interesting. Maybe it's a common... No, because Xanadar thing is a... Yeah, weird. Right, well, let's grab an Echoing Symposium. Echo Casting Symposium. And let's go for making additional copies of stuff. Copying Hexproof Mana Dorks, making Biotechs, additional Wandering Minds, additional Nibs if we get them. Yeah, they'll have to Legend, but it'll still be fun. Billowing Strakeness, okay. Vanishing Verse the Gorger, let's just get rid of it before it can attack us. And then let's play the Echoing Syncorium. Echo Casting Symporium. Make another Mana Dork. So, at worst we're going to ramp, at best we're going to Biotech. At middle we're going to just draw a card with the Wandering Mind. Well, we're going to... Alright, so cast again. What's great about these cards is you don't have to cast them. And if you don't cast them, it doesn't end Paradigm. Paradigm will just come back next turn. It's so good. Alright, so Biotech and Wandering Mind are going down. Alright, a Vanishing Verse. We can hold that up if they have anything scary. We could also just pop a lander token if we have to. Okay, there's a Bloomstinger. So we have now learnt in match 2. Let's Helix there. Ooh, Indestructible Protection. Very good, very good. Swing in. We'll take 4. Make a copy of the Biotech. Play a land. Let's Bring to Light here. And you know what? I think it's just we go for another reload.
Reload.
The fact that we could also set up a situation where we could have a Niv potential Niv every turn with the token creator, I think that's a really fun option. Oh, shoot down. Well, it's Vanishing Verse their flyer in response. We play a land. Paradigm, copy the Biotech here. We're up to 3 Biotechs. That's 18 damage. Oh, wait, with the Biotech here, this is lethal. So, pop some lander tokens. Each one of these is 8 damage. So, 3 landers is 24 damage. Damn. Scary. Bum, 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 bum. And one more time. I love this Biotech card, man. It's so good. Okay, so we are on course. We are going to hit all 5 targets if we learn in the final match. Alright. Oh, no, not keepable. Alright, a bit slow, but pretty well done. So we can go straight into a Caryatid here, I think. Opponent is struggling for lands, so... Is this just a challenge people are doing where it's 100 cards, just play them and try to win? I used to run into this in Historic all the time. Alright, there's a Basilisk. Shock. Play Niv.
Reload.
Oh, good spread. Good spread. Gonna discard... Yeah, we'll discard the additional Caryatid. They play an Akramai. A lot of Death Touchers. Okay. We'll take the hit. Shock a land in. Let's Cram Session. I think it's probably the... I want to take the red one because we haven't cast it. But I think, you know, Echo Casting Symposium is still the best option here. Let's pass back. They look like they're still struggling for lands. There's Broken Wings, so let's Helix the Aramean. Tyrant Scorn. the Basilisk. We lose the Niv. But next turn we'll just play a Symposium, copy the Biotech and pass back. They're up to 22 here. They play a Crow of Dark Tidings. Beginning of our turn, we'll Paradigm, copy a Caryatid just to give some additional things. Wandering Mind will dig another Cram Session. We'll Cram Session. And I'll take the Black Seminar. Just, yeah. Decorum Dissertation. Controversial statement I'm about to say. It might be main boardable. Obviously, no, it's not hittable with Niv, but 5 mana it is hittable with Bring to Light. And 2 additional draws every... It might be... I've got to look into it. Alright, Wandering Mind. Grab a Helix. Shock a land in. Helix, the Pirate. Let's Disrupt him, Discorum. Start using the spell. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Attack in. Opponent zombifies the Pirate. We'll block the Crow. On our turn, we will draw 2 cards. Paradigm, copy another Biotech, and that's lethal damage with an attack with the Wandering Mind. Yep, and they concede. Good game. Cram game 3. All we need to do to get all 5 targets is literally cast a learn spell. Or learn, sorry, in this game. And we have an opening learn, so that's pretty good. Blue-white could be control... Oh, no, it's Merfolk. Oh, this hand is very bad against Merfolk. Right, Caryatid comes down and passes back. They swing in. I'm going to block the 1 because they have a Flash Lord. We could lose the Caryatid. Glasspool Mimic copies another Gill. Play a land here. I think best bet is just pass back. I can block and then Vanishing Verse one of the other creatures. Alright, block, Vanishing Verse, take less damage. Another Gil Mentor. Alright, Flash in Niv.
Reload.
Bit rough, bit slow. Flood Pitch Drowner taps Niv, and that's lethal with the Mutavault attack. So, yep, well played. Tribal Overrun. Remember, you've got to take it out. Oh, no sideboard, so we can't grab any Fatal Pushes or stuff for this. Ooh, this is going to be a little rough. This one might go the way of the unfortunate. But if we get the learn, we have the full finish. There's no learn in that hand. Oh man, we're down to 5. And we have to get rid of learn. I feel that, yeah. Lightning Helix into... Okay. Play a slow. Play another land. Okay. Glasspool Mimic on top. They did have a land. Shock in. Wandering Mind. Find us a card. Okay, we found a Cram Session, but we need more mana. There's a 3rd mana for a Merfolk. I'm going to block, see if they have a Lord. No, no Lord. Interesting. Oh dear. No, Alright, Flip It's Drowner. I will respond by exploding that. Stay on 17. They got up to 4 mana. That's bad. Okay, there's our 4th mana. I'm going to Cram Session. So we did do the learn, so we got all 5 targets. Thank God. I think I take Iroh's Demonstration here because maybe taking out everything with a little bit of damage might be better. So I'm going to hope that I can maybe respond if they have, because I'm pretty sure this is a telegraphed company. Yep, there it is. I'm going to Helix that in response and hope they don't hit anything too good. They have a Vidalcan Hexcatcher. They have a land. We get down to 16. Play a land. Play Iroh's demonstration here. They had another Hax Catcher. Yep, that's game. And we are dead. Unfortunate. Alright, time for the wrap-up. Well, we hit all 5 targets. We won a match. We won a game. We learnt in every game. We got to cast our boy Edgar. And we got to have active Paradigm. 2 even in each one. Yes, one of those matches was against a guy running a 100-card deck. But it was still really fun. Honestly, this really got me itching to replay my old Learn deck. But if I'm honest, the Paradigm spells might be good enough. Might be enough to go back to Lesson, because before, Lesson's big finisher was Mascot Exhibition, and you know that was a great finisher if you were super late game, but mid game against a rough board it was tight. But yeah, I think this one is probably one I'm going to pick up casually again and look at. It's definitely good for a best of 1 deck, but I wonder where else I could play it. But yeah, all 5 targets hit, won 2 of 3 games. It was a good run. Let me know what you think about the deck.